afternoon. We are out hiking. We are at the glorious Langsett Reservoir, which you can see behind me there. And we are coming out for a few days wild camping. And I thought I would bring you along with us today and see what we get up to on our hike, show you around camp and what we're going to be eating tonight, and also say good morning to you in the morning as well. But then we've got some serious hiking tomorrow and the next day, so I probably won't film all that. We shall see. But it is an absolutely scorcher of a day today. It is currently 31 degrees Celsius, so we're enjoying the shade while we can. How long have we been hiking, Derek?
Too long.
We've been going, what, 10-15 minutes, and it's already lunchtime. We've got some, I made these last night for dinner. They are tofu kebabs. So, oh my gosh, this is going to spill everywhere, isn't it? So I've literally just got tofu, peppers and onions on them. There you go, and that's our lunch today. So we set off, was it about 2 o'clock we left the car, wasn't it? So we're just spending the afternoon hiking up to an area that we know. I'll show you on the map actually in a minute when I get it out. And it's a beautiful area with some lovely views. So that's why we've chosen the wild camp spot for tonight. So it was probably only about 8 miles away, if that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we just want to take a really nice leisurely afternoon stroll up there and then just relax when we get up there. So it's going to be a very enjoyable day. But yes, first lunch. The map I'm using is the Ordnance Survey Peak District, and it's the Dark Peak one, the OL1. Right, so at the moment we are here at Langsett Reservoir. So we parked around about that area up here, and we've walked along here through the woods, crossed over there, and now we're heading along this track up here into the moorlands. And then around about here we actually come off, leave the main track and head over all the nice hardened moss area over to a place called Crowstones, and this is where we're planning on doing the wild camp. It's that lovely time of year where all the heather's starting to come out. It's making the landscape look absolutely beautiful. It is still very warm. It's so nice though. It's been such a change having such great weather. So we're just walking across the open moorlands at the moment. We've got a bit of a pond behind me and cotton grass at the side of us here. But it has been lovely so far. And the direction that we're heading is right over there. You probably won't be able to see in the distance, but there's a trig point right at the top of the hill. So that's the destination where we're probably going to have a little snack and then carry on over to the Crowstones. We collected all our water for this evening because it's going to be a dry camp tonight. So we've got about 3.5 litres between us, so that should be plenty to last us till morning. But it was very discoloured, it was very peaty water. It tastes very rich in iron or something, you know, that metallic taste. But yeah, it's been absolutely glorious, and I love this section because it's not really a track as such. It's kind of walking across all the peat. There's a very faint type of track. You would probably think it would be some kind of sheep track, but I like things like this when you're getting off the beaten track and just kind of walking free. And we have arrived at the Growstone, that camp. And this, Derek's going to show us where we're going to put the tent. This is our tent spot for the night. It's perfect. we've got a perfect area here to be able to cook on. We've got lots of things to explore, and the views are going to be incredible. You can see the views of the reservoirs in the distance as well. What a perfect little spot. I'm now going to make some dinner, and tonight on the menu is couscous with vegetables and sausages. So I'm going to be using this little area here to chop everything up and start cooking. I've chopped up all the vegetables, and now what I'm going to do is put this whole wheat couscous into a pan of water, so I'm going to boil that first. But what I'm going to do, I've not brought any herbs and spices because I love adding these Miller's sipping broths to the water first. So this one's a spicy tortilla flavour. So all I'm going to do is add this to the hot water as it's boiling, let it steep for a few minutes. Then I'm going to stir in the couscous and then let it sit for about 5 minutes. Once that's done, I'm going to then put the pan on over the heat, very gentle heat with some coconut oil in it, mix it all together, add in the tomatoes at the end, and it should be delicious. Dinner is served. Well, that was absolutely delicious. I feel so much better after having some food. We've just washed all the pots up now, just letting the little tea towel dry. We haven't set up camp yet, as you can tell. Our bags are still here because it's still quite light. The sun hasn't set, so what we were going to do was just hang on a little bit longer because we are wild camping here in the Peak District, which is probably not exactly... Oh, sorry, I'm just going to get through the little edges. It's not exactly the worst area to do it. It's not like it's a major hotspot or anything. But if there's anyone running or any last minute hikers coming through, we just don't want to be a disturbance or a nuisance to anybody. And that's the thing about wild camping here in the UK. It's kind of not legal, but it's tolerated, especially if you do the leave no trace, set up really late just before sunset and then leave really early. So it's one of those things all about respect. And if you ever do get asked to move on, obviously you move on without quibbling it. But I just thought I'd show you around camp. So these are the gorgeous rocks. I'm going to get a bit of shade. Oh, there we go. It is incredible. They are so huge. And they look better from a distance. I'll show you some more pictures later on with little fluffy hair in the background. It's been quite windy, so that's why I've got my buff on. But it's still very sunny, hence the sunglasses. But it is so beautiful in this area. We have not seen another soul anywhere. There was somebody on the way over here that we saw running towards us a couple of hours ago. That was before we even got here. But I just wanted to give you a little tour around camp, show you the crow stones, where we're staying, and I shall turn the camera now and let you see some views. You can see the moon in the background as well there. Yes, very nice. And there we go. We are now having a lovely cup of tea after our dinner, and we are watching the sunset in the distance. It is absolutely gorgeous, and we've also got a snack as well, which is a, thank you Derek, a cashew cookie flavoured naked bar. So we're going to sit and enjoy this and then set up the tent. What a gorgeous sunset that was tonight. It was so lovely. You probably can't see it now because my camera will probably blur a lot of it out, but I will insert a little bit of footage for you. And then we've got the tent here. It was in a different position a few minutes ago, but we just wriggled it round because it was on a slight bit of a slope. Oh, you don't want that in the night. Not when you've got a thermarest mattress, you just end up sliding off it. But let me show you what's in there at the moment. There is my Sea to Summit Aeros inflatable pillow. I have got my Mountain Hardware sleeping bag, and this one is the Lamina Z, which is 1 degree Celsius. See that? Pick that up there. Yep, there we go. We've got the thermarest. At the bottom I've just got my thermarest air pump that I use to inflate the mattress, and there I've just got my clothes from today just to keep them dry, just in case we get any spots of rain. And I have a dry bag here just with my electronics in, and then some water on the outside. But yeah, it's an absolutely gorgeous spot. You can see the reservoirs and the valley in the distance. That's the way we're actually heading tomorrow, right along there, which will be absolutely lovely. And we have the moon. It's so still, so beautiful, so peaceful. Absolutely perfect evening for wild camping. We are all snuggled in bed. We've got the torch behind just in case we need it in the night, and I always like to put my buff over my pillow. It just keeps it nice and clean, and the sky looks absolutely gorgeous out there. It is such a lovely evening, so I'm going to say good night and we will see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It was a gorgeous night. I think one of the nicest things about sleeping without the fly on is the fact that you can just look up at the stars during the night, because obviously you wake up and you roll over a lot, but every time I opened my eyes the sky was just full of stars. It was beautiful. We've got a couple of morning visitors here this morning and I'm just having my coffee. Derek's having his cup of tea and he's up there, if I can show you, just taking some pictures of the sunrise. It's probably about 5:45 now. So sunrise was about 5 AM. So we've just been up and about having a little look around. But oh, it's gorgeous, and I'm about to put some water on to make some porridge, which I've got some chia seeds, goji berries, and I think that's all I've put in. Oh, and cinnamon, that was it. So I'm just going to make that now and finish my coffee. And the porridge should be ready. Let's have a look. This will certainly set us up for the day. We have just finished having breakfast. We've packed up all our gear. Nobody would know we were here. We've left absolutely no trace, as it should be, and we have now got quite a route planned for today. It's about 7 o'clock, so I think we will be out most of the day hiking. We're hoping to get to another camp spot later tonight, but I will say goodbye now because it's going to be one of those days where we've got our head down and our feet are moving. So we hope you've enjoyed the video, and we will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!
Bye.